Hello everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of the TheGlassmith podcast. Today, it's Tanna. I'm here with Kurt, one of our best glass blowers, Billy, the man with the most, the glassmith himself, and Amaya, one of our favorite glassmith girls. And today we're going to be talking about a bunch of fun, interesting things that are going on around the glassmith, as well as just some current events. I know Amaya wanted to start with an Am I the Asshole segment, so Johnny, if you could just put it up on the screen.
Welcome, friends.
A little slower.
All right, Amaya, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So this chick is coming with some advice. Over the 4th of July weekend, she lost 2 toes after her boyfriend's little cousin put a firecracker in her shoe and it got stuck and exploded. You think that's horrific, but his cousin is actually also his son. My boyfriend's wife sent his son to spy on us at the backyard barbecue. The boy took pictures of me in the ambulance and his mom posted it, calling her the hoe with no toe. And my boyfriend's wife is vindictive, but he didn't tell me his son was at my house. He said he didn't want me to mistreat his son, so he didn't tell me. I feel betrayed, I'm disfigured, and I have no more open toe shoes in my future. What do I do?
Whoa.
I know, that's a lot to unpack, man.
Okay, so wait.
So,
how are they related again?
Okay, so the boyfriend is the, he has a wife, and they have a kid, and he brought him to the barbecue, introducing him as his cousin instead of his son.
Okay.
And the kid blew up the chicks.
Because the son was there to spy on them.
Yup.
So he has a girlfriend and a wife.
Yes.
And they know about each other? Like they're at the same party?
Apparently the wife knows about the girlfriend because
yeah.
she sent the son to blow up her toes.
Yeah. So like the toe blowing up was an on-purpose planned out thing.
Yes, because they took pictures
Wait,
calling the bitch hoe with no toe.
The girl losing the toe is definitely not an asshole.
Yeah.
I think
So
we can
like
all agree on
I
that.
feel like we can all agree that they are the asshole. Like
the
boyfriend.
wife or the boyfriend?
Both
or,
the boyfriend and fucking the kid too.
do you think the boyfriend knew?
Well, not based on this.
Okay.
He doesn't want his like side piece to like lose
Yeah,
a toe.
nobody
What if he
does.
likes toes?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a loss.
Like yeah, that's
two
that's
losses.
true. Like 80%. She's down to 80%.
So who's
Damn.
supposed to sue who?
What?
I guess the girl could sue the wife.
The wife, but like
And
that's
the
a lot of
boyfriend.
like.
How old is the? Like
I'm
who
not
put
sure.
the shoe? Like what about the person that put the firecracker in the shoe?
The
Yeah, like
kid?
how, but like how
Yeah.
old is he? Like
I don't
like
know.
little cousin, like is he like 14 or is he like 8? You know what I mean?
I would imagine
Like, I could
he's
trick an
probably
8-year-old
I would
kid.
imagine he's probably a younger kid.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the way it's worded, and also the fact that like he didn't say
My
anything. I
boyfriend's
just feel like if
little
you were
cousin.
older, you would be a little bit more like, I don't want to blow up this lady's
Or
toe.
just you're really dumb.
But what if
Yeah.
the son, like you know what I mean? Like so, like if you're kind of trained at the house to hate this person,
True.
and you let him over there under fake circumstances and say, "Let's go ahead and put a firecracker."
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's true.
2 toes. How's she doing? I need to find out.
Yeah, whoever
Well,
that is fucked up.
Yeah, like what's our advice to her?
Advice: don't go back to
Get
a
rid of
family
the
event.
man.
Yeah,
no
leave
more
that.
my man, my man, my man.
How
Yeah.
about closed-toed shoes?
Well, that's part of the
Well,
problem.
that's how
Like,
it happened
if you
though.
were
Like I
me,
was saying,
you would never run into this
Oh,
situation.
just move
moving
on?
forward.
Got
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
don't
that's
show
all
the
you
world.
can do, man.
Yeah.
That's or prosthetic toes.
I was gonna say, have they done that yet?
I think so.
Foot's probably pretty busted.
Yeah. Her balance is off.
Oh, that's rough. Especially depending on the toes.
Yeah.
Like your big toe, like plays a
What
big
if she
factor.
lost both of her big toes? Well, it was on
I
the
wish
same
it was
foot.
more specific about the toes.
Yeah.
Like which one she lost.
We need to know a little bit more.
Yes.
If you want our
I
advice,
want
give
some
more
pictures.
details.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I want to know what her foot looks like now. How
Oh
like how fucked up
no!
is it?
Send pics with the advice.
Yes.
Okay, so the next person says, I'm fighting my own demons, drugs, cheating, etc., and I'm losing. My wife is a realtor, and me and my girlfriend have been breaking in her properties and stealing copper and furniture, anything not tied down. She looked out for me and didn't press charges, because she knows I'm trying to get sober. On my birthday, she gave me a code to enter a property and said it was our new home. I took my girl there and tried the code and it didn't work. The police arrested us and my wife pressed charges. I sat in jail for a month. I'm sober now, but I came back home and my wife is gone. How do I make her see that I'm not bad overall?
How many of these people have wives and girlfriends? Like,
Yeah,
what's
no,
going
why
on
are they
here?
why are they all like living double lives and just like
I
I'm
guess it's a
not
combination.
Like, these are all problems Andrew Tate had with like his wife and like one of his 40 girlfriends.
I mean,
Yeah.
he wants to prove himself. At least he's like set on the right
What-
path.
what
now.
can he
What
do?
about second
Not
chances?
really. Like, he's gonna get out of jail and just start doing drugs again.
What? He's sober now.
No, he said he's out of jail and sober. How do you
Oh,
think he
oh,
tweeted
oh.
this? Or
Dog,
sent
what?
it to the
He
advice chat. He said he was in he was in jail for a month and now he's sober.
Yeah.
And how can, in his words, how can I make her see I'm not a bad John?
Well, like what kind
does
of drugs
bad John
was he
mean?
on?
John
Well,
is
like a thing, like
I
something
didn't
you
want to
possess.
overcomplicate it.
John is a thing.
John is just like a word, like for
a guy.
Like a thing.
like
I didn't want to
dick,
overcomplicate
like,
it.
Okay, I can get behind that.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's any way.
Nah, just don't get back on the
Because not
drugs.
only was he stealing from her, he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
And then she said that it was their new home, and he still went to go steal from
I
it.
give her props to
Life's
dupe
hard
him
in
like
Philly,
that,
though. You know what I mean?
Life's hard in Philly.
Like,
So it's
can you
an
really
excuse.
blame him? Yeah, it's Philly. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Don't do
No
this to your
advice?
next wife or girlfriend. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
just don't do it
Maybe
again.
wait a couple. Okay, this is what I have. Wait a
Okay.
couple years, you know, because girls are always like, he changed, you know, and it's like it's
Do the
also
work.
like it's like that love story. Like we broke up because he was doing really bad. We got back together
Do
in
the
the
work.
future, and maybe actually, yeah, do the work. Like maybe actually change, or
Go to
if
therapy.
not,
or pretend.
Pretend.
yeah, male manipulate, male manipulate. That's
Pretend
my,
really
that's my
hard.
advice.
That's-
And
That's
next time
one
you're
of the
stealing
rules.
like copper and furniture, maybe don't steal it from your wife. Just
Yeah.
go steal it from somebody else.
Like at
It's
least
the
Don't mix
easiest-
business and pleasure.
It's
Yeah.
the easiest lick, though.
Don't shit where you eat.
they never suspect you, but then look, you got duped. She
So
found
you
it
already
out.
have the key, you know where the house
Well,
is.
because, like, yeah, she's
know where the
probably
car
like, damn,
looks
all
like.
this copper and furniture is just disappearing from my houses. Who's the one other person that knows the code? And then they obviously probably put up cameras or something. Like, it was kind of stupid. Just do better next time.
Yeah.
And-
Think out your crimes more.
Yeah.
Think
Like,
of
if
your
you're
crimes
gonna
more.
commit a crime, maybe just, like, be smart about it.
Like,
and
make a
if
to-do
not-
list.
Yeah.
And then, like,
if
why
not,
are you
go
doing
to
each list?
therapy and don't have a wife and a girlfriend.
Don't shit where
Okay.
you eat.
Don't shit where you eat for
Exactly.
sure.
Oh, but this I guess keeps up with the trend. The next person, this is a girl. She said, I'm 38. My boyfriend is sexy and 22. He swears he's single, but I've been put into a baby mama fight club. He spent the night at my apartment and several women put Apple AirTags on my car. Now I suffer random ass whippings all over town. Attacked while getting my nails done. Attacked in the Burger King drive-thru. Wig snatched at a post office. He wants me to take self-defense classes and stop embarrassing his name by losing fights everywhere. He says he can't control what others do, but I can learn to protect myself. Recently, I found out he's been planning the fights and has dudes filming and uploading the fights to his channel. I'm healing, but also mad as fuck. Leaving him is not an option because I don't want the hood rats to win. Advice.
Leave him.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Like,
leave him.
Don't let the
getting
hood rats win.
beat out of
He's
you.
the asshole.
Go learn those taekwondo lessons. Learn that kickboxing.
I think she's gotta prove herself a couple of times and then leave him.
Period.
Like win a couple of the fights, like you know,
And then
like
win a fight against him.
yes,
leave.
and then yeah,
Wait, can I
have his
We
homeboy
gotta
post
preface
that.
Glassmith doesn't condone like violence, but
Fuck around and find out.
Not
Right.
in self-defense.
True.
Like,
I mean,
if
she's the one
someone's
getting
beating
ran
the
up
shit
on.
out of you, tase the fuck out of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just defend
Maybe
yourself.
buy
I
some
don't
pepper
know.
spray,
Get a baseball bat
a bat,
or a gun.
or a gun.
Well, like if it's like this sounds like it's happening
Yeah,
like
like
every
such
other
a-
day.
Yeah,
like
no,
she's
she's
like,
like-
going to the nail salon and she gets beat up, and then she goes to Sonic to get a drink, gets beat up, goes to Starbucks, beat up. Like I don't know.
Well,
Same
actually,
house. Like,
if
why
you
not?
know if you know that they're tracking you through the Apple AirTags in your car, just get your phone to like do the thing where it connects to an AirTag that's
What
not
if they have
yours.
an Android?
true.
Get an iPhone.
Because that was what I was thinking. Like my AirPods think that I'm being tracked all the time. Like I get notifications like you're being followed, and it's me. I'm the one following me. And so like this must be annoying as fuck. Like she's getting
Yeah.
like 15 notifications every time she starts driving.
Well, but you can make them start beeping though, and you can find them. I'm saying like get rid of
What
them.
if she's got Samsung?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, fucking
we'll get
bully.
into this later.
I guess maybe it's her own fault because she's got the Apple AirTags.
No,
Vulnerability,
it's
she
not
should
her
have the
fault.
You don't think it's it's
no.
like it is kind
Like-
of your fault because like leave this man. Like you just found out. You're saying you don't want the hood rats to win, but you just found out that not only is he like posting the, or his friend is posting them.
Yes.
He's posting you losing for one,
I
and he
need to
knows
see it on
about
the
it.
channel.
I want to find the fight.
Well, and take responsibility and leave him, but like not your fault for getting the shit beat out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Except for like you could take classes.
You could think
Classes
It would
could
maybe
be
just be wise in your everyday life as a woman.
true.
to always
And-
have a handgun.
And she's 38. I mean, she's up in age, kind of like
Yeah,
losing these
your
battles,
boyfriend is
man.
22.
Probably stuck.
Well, but he also says, it also says he swears he's single. Girl, that ain't your boyfriend.
Yeah,
That's
you're getting
Yeah.
duped
boyfriend.
twice,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
He's getting money off the YouTube off of you.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, maybe invest in that. Maybe she should start like.
Oh, monetizing
yeah,
it.
I
like,
guess
if you're
that's
gonna
the
post
first
these,
part
at
though,
least
right?
give
Like
me.
he's sexy and 22.
yeah, he's gonna run game on you.
Well, and like, there's no way that she's stuck though. Like, she's
I've
38.
been
If you're
put
stuck
into
with a
baby mama
22-year-old,
fight club.
Also, he has if he's staying at her apartment, dude's already like
Yeah,
not
a
doing
bum.
well.
A bum.
Yeah.
Like,
bum as fuck.
is there
But
another one?
This is the last advice. So in 2020, my marriage was going through a bad time, and I got cosmetic eye surgery to permanently change my eye color. I don't know, man. My eyes are brown, but now are green, and I got nerve damage in one eye, so one closes slower than the other. My slow eye can't be corrected, and my husband knows I'm sensitive about this. What I didn't know is that his mama calls me mortgage eyes, one fixed, one variable. And he joins in on talking shit about me. She washes his clothes, cooks for him, only cooks enough for one person though, and cleans only his things in our house. She's been convincing him to leave me because our newborn isn't his daughter, and he forgave me for cheating already. How can I stop his mom from disrespecting me and ruining my marriage? I'm this close to fighting her.
These people,
These people have layered
man.
problems.
Like, are you
For real.
Like, is she ruining the marriage, or like, are you the one ruining the marriage? Like,
I
you
feel
already
like
cheated.
I feel like it's maybe a little bit of a combination of both because, like, one, a mama's boy, red flag.
Red flag
Like-
for real, but
Like, they're already married and have children. So he's got to be like, you know what I'm saying? He's an adult. He should be able to, like, take care of himself. Or also stand up to his mom and be like, quit calling my wife mortgage eyes.
yeah, but
you know
like,
what
why
I'm
can't
saying?
like you can't make jokes about your like wife though?
I mean,
like,
not,
she
not
do be
your
having mortgage
mother-in-law
eyes.
And if
behind
she's
your
really,
back.
and if she's really she's sensitive about it. So like, yeah, you can make jokes, but I don't know. This is a new surgery.
Hide it. Like, hide the jokes. You know what I'm saying?
guess.
Like,
No,
she shouldn't
I
have
think
found
that's
out
worse though.
about
Like,
it.
imagine, but like, what if he just made it like very public to her? You know what I mean? Like, what if he made the jokes in front of her? Is that worse than hiding it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
this
think
goes
a
Oh,
little
back.
really?
bit. But then it also says she cheated on him and that
True.
has
People
a son out
stay
of
together, though.
wedlock.
Oh yeah, and like definitely like stay like you don't want to fuck up the kid's life. Like that would be
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
But that kid's fucked for sure. Sorry.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, without a doubt.
Poor kid mom has mortgage
I'm
eyes.
like,
Dad doesn't love him.
Is the mom living with her?
And grandma's just gonna make fun of
Talking
him.
shit. Well, and I didn't even know you could get the eye surgery. It's like change your color.
It's like tattooing your eye, I think.
Yeah.
It's
so,
pretty
like, No
crazy.
shit, you got nerve damage.
What?
It's good that the mom is like that the mom's gonna be around though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. like,
Yeah, I
that's-
wonder if grandma lives with them.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
she
that's also just a red
basically-
flag.
Yeah, she basically lives there. She's washing, cooking. This is doing a lot, man.
I don't know if you're the asshole though. Like if she's the asshole or
I
not.
don't know.
I think
she
that
definitely
it's-
has self-image
Whoa.
issues. If she's changing her stuff, she's getting like cheating.
Yeah.
It's all about how you view the cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you view it negatively, if you're like, well,
You view it
Nobody-
positively.
If you're the
Nobody-
one that's cheating on, like,
but yeah, so you're basically if you're doing the cheating and you're cool with it, like shit, and the other person's like, I said I'm cool, and then you're like, well, why aren't you cool? Well, I said I was cool, so that would make them the asshole. The other one though,
guess.
with his mom making fun, I guess also an asshole too.
the mom.
But that's because you're trying to drive someone away, not because
Where'd it go?
you're
Oh,
trying
that's
to
the
drive
last one.
someone away, not because you're trying to break up with them. It's easier to just make fun of them and talk shit and then hope
Yeah.
that they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also sounds a little bit like the mother-in-law is like in love with her son. Like, why are you like
Yeah, doing all this stuff. You're
like
coddling,
cooking, literally coddling him? Yeah. Like, why are you like cooking and cleaning for him? Like, he's a grown man. He should be able to handle that on his own. Even if his wife is shitty, that's still not really his wife's job. Like,
well, like
to
it
do
also,
everything.
but like also like, I don't know their relationship dynamic, but like the
Yeah.
traditional relationship is that like he's at work during the day, she's at home with the kid, so like on some level like he's spending a portion of his day not cooking and cleaning because he's doing this other thing.
Yeah.
And like if she's not doing it and the mom's doing it, but then like the mom should be cooking for everyone. Like
Yeah.
homegirl
Yeah.
was just pregnant, like she needs food.
Yeah. You can feel it's intentionally like malicious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not like she's just trying to help out and like, oh, like my son, his wife is pregnant. Let me just do a little extra around the house. It's more like she's like, I want to have sex with him. Like
They
I don't know.
They should all three go separate.
This was in
Yeah, that's
Mississippi.
what I'm saying. Like the husband and wife need to just get a divorce, like work out, like I don't know, like
older
work out
lady
child
needs to go
custody
back
or whatever.
home and fucking done. Yeah.
And then
Work on themselves.
mommy just needs to distance herself, go find herself a husband.
Right, but like if you have a kid and someone cheats, like should you divorce her? Like at that point,
That's
you're kind
not
of
even
like,
his kid though.
Yeah.
nah, it's not. But like they have a kid together.
True. There's a kid in the marriage.
Like
That's
this
what
marriage
Courtney's,
has a
I think.
kid,
Yeah.
and if you have a kid and you're married, like I don't know the
Regardless if
stats,
the
but
kid's
like
is
getting
yours or not.
divorced is like it's one of the aces. Like that like greatly increases your chances of bad shit happening in life.
I feel like
What do you
yeah,
mean? Like
but
the kid is the precursor for divorce, or the?
No. Like getting
divorce
divorced
triggers.
is like it's like aces. It's like these 10 things in psychology. Like if these things happen in your life, then like you're more likely to become addicted to drugs, go to jail, like
Dang.
those kinds of things. And this is one of them. So like
I'll hit
getting
you up for the
divorced.
list.
for real, I'm
either
trying,
way,
I'm
right?
trying to find out.
Yeah, if that wasn't a topic, I would.
But
Yeah.
like, well, we could pull up the list. Like,
Johnny,
But, like,
pull up the list.
what are the 10 aces of childhood?
Physical abuse. Are you gonna read them?
Oh, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical neglect, emotional neglect. These fucking bongs. Mental illness, divorce, and substance abuse. And when it says these things, it's like if you have a parent, like someone physically abuses you, but then like a parent that's on substances, or like your parents have mental illnesses. Like if your parent has bipolar disorder, you're more likely to have bad outcomes.
Wow.
Effectively.
Wow, really
Yeah.
making me question the way I am right now.
Why?
Turn into a therapy session.
Just cause like, yeah, it turned to a therapy session.
Yeah,
I'm like,
see which
I'm
aces
not
you
trying to
have.
be anyone's therapist.
Honestly,
this
everybody.
isn't the couch for that.
Nah, you gotta be like laid down. Like
For
I need
real.
like a recliner almost.
This color is like too chaotic for relaxation.
Is that
too.
Keno? Wow.
Whoa.
He's a rapper.
Keno Bryant.
Ooh, ooh.
He knows us.
We know him.
Yeah.
We know him.
All right. So, wait, what were you gonna say?
Even with the back to the Billy cheating thing, how you saying cheating could be good or bad, conveys into the canceling thing. I think you're canceled. for
Okay,
cheating,
yeah.
man.
So I
Nah,
feel like we
what?
should talk about
you
that.
you don't think you're like if somebody's cheating.
Nah. Well, like it
You
depends
come
on what your
back from
definition of
cheating?
cancel culture is, though.
I think cancel culture is for sure like you're a person with like a platform. So like let's say in theory, if you've got like a big enough following, to me it's a like cancelable offense if you're cheating.
I
Like
feel
the
like
Jay-Z and Beyonce thing, dude's canceled.
I feel like it
No, he's
depends
not.
on how
What-
much
we
you.
all listen to Jay-Z. Like I listen
was
to
listening to
Otis
Jay-Z
on my way here.
I feel
Like-
like it
If you
kind of
listen
just
to that
depends on
Otis.
how much you put your relationship into the public view. You know,
True.
like if your
Even
if your
then.
thing is that you're like with this person and y'all post content together or whatever, or like make movies together or make music together, it's a lot easier for people to be like, you know, like cancel you for cheating if you're
Well-
like being like, I love this person so much. Whereas it's like if your relationship isn't in the public eye, you know.
What do you mean by so like when I think of canceling someone, I think of like people are no longer watching this person's content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's being
so like
canceled.
let's talk about that. That was gonna be our next topic, the cancellation of people.
Okay. I don't know. Can you?
Okay, so we're talking about cancel culture, and Kurt, I think you asked while we were, you know, during the break, if we wanted to kind of all explain our definitions of cancel culture. So I guess I'll go first. I just looked up the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of cancel culture, and it just says being like, basically like striking something in support of like or not in support of like an action that somebody takes. And I feel like for me, it really just depends on the situation. Like there's some things that are just like immediately like I don't want to support that person, you know, like sexual assault, stuff like that, like racism. Like I don't really like, in you know what I'm saying, like I'm not going
Yeah,
to support
you don't like
that.
racism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't like-
Take the hard stance.
But we were also talking about how like it kind of depends with like cheating or something like that. And I feel like with me, it kind of just depends on the situation as well. Like I was saying, I feel like if your relationship's really in the public eye and you're making it a part of your personality and then you cheat, that could be like a cancelable thing for me because you were like sharing that and like you still made the choice.
So like who's
to,
like a content creator you really like?
Kennedy Urich.
Okay, so if Kennedy, I don't know who that is, but if they cheated
She's a
on,
TikToker.
if she cheated on someone, would you stop watching her?
See, but like I wouldn't because I know that her content, she doesn't like super publicly share her relationship. And if she does, like, I don't know, it's usually like, it's not a part of her personality. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the content that I watch for. Isn't like relationship based.
Tanna Mojo.
Yeah, what if Tanna cheated on someone then?
That's like something to be expected. Yeah, she's cheated on people. See, so it's like different situations with me.
But
yeah,
but like, is it not the action? Like, it just depends on who you're doing it to.
But I don't
it's
know,
all
like,
about
like
what
I
you were
think
saying. Is like you
Thompson-
can't be the pastor. Like you can't be the pastor that's doing the cheating because you're fucking sitting there saying you should stay with one person this whole time.
Exactly.
But if you're living this life, like what is cheating? And it's like you just see like all around you and like everything on TV and all like it's all kind of leading towards people cheat a lot.
Yeah.
So then how do you hold it against fucking 2/3 of society or something like that? You just fucking
because when you really get down to it, like a lot of the people that I know have like either been cheated on or cheated. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's more of like I don't know, there's different circumstances. Some people feel trapped, some people feel stuck. They like, you know, it's not the right option, but that's sometimes the choice that they make. And I feel like it really just depends because it's like if you're in an abusive relationship and like you cheat on them, I'm not going to be mad at you for that. But if you're over here posting about how you love your boyfriend so much and he's the best thing that's ever happened to you, but you're like cheating on him with 4 dudes, then I'm probably going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to support like what you're doing anymore.
Yeah, because like Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, she keeps going back to him and he keeps cheating on her. I'm not saying it's okay to like keep cheating on somebody, but if you know what you're going to get, then he's like, kind of doesn't care, so you can't get canceled by it.
Yeah.
And his money doesn't come from that.
Yeah, no, he's a basketball player. He's not profiting off of their relationship.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like Khloe Kardashian in a way is like not like she is, but
money.
she gets canceled a little bit more for it. I think like she has a lot of haters that are like, yeah, it's Khloe's fault. Like she did this, she did that. Like you know what I'm saying? People that are defending him because that's something that she shares more openly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she goes and talks about it like on her show and is like really personal, where it's like nobody really gets to hear Tristan's side, and like that's why I feel like people just kind of let it slide when he does something wrong. He's just a basketball player. Like
yeah, she's the one that keeps him in the story, kind of. And he's not even telling the story. He's just doing what he does, and she keeps letting him come back through. Harder to cancel that than somebody that's sitting up there saying, "I would never ever cheat," and then all of a sudden you catch him cheating.
Well, especially because like Khloe Kardashian, like she doesn't really want him to be canceled. Like I don't know if y'all watch like the Keeping Up, but like in the show, she talks about how she's like, this is still my child's father. Like that's what I feel like a lot of people are mean to the Kardashians about, but they're really great parents in the fact that they're like they'll do like kind of anything. So she's like, I put it aside. Like I don't want people to hate him. Like I don't like him. Like I don't want to hang out with him. But like if he's over here, like taking care of his child, like that's, you know what I'm saying? So it really just depends.
Is there stuff in the cart?
Wow, did you guys know that you can buy bongs from TheGlassmith.net?
On
Any clear glass, and you can even hit us up in order to get dope pipes, just like this one that Billy made. Billy, do you want to tell us about this pipe real quick?
This pipe right here was put together by myself personally. The cap on it is Slim Jim glass. The marble over here is Osama bin Laden pipe. Yeah, and we've been trying to do this a lot over here with Kurt too as well. A bunch of Glassmith people. But so.
What color is that pipe? What's the body of it?
Experimental green.
Oh, really? Damn, that's really sick. Tanna, what do you think about this pipe?
Wow. Kurt, that's a really cool pipe.
Thank you.
Billy,
I didn't make it.
You did such a good job. I love your craftsmanship. Amaya, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff he's been doing in the shop lately has been nice. I saw...
I don't even think she looked at it.
Yeah, in the shop.
I like to already see it.
No, I saw this technique maybe like last week on the Gandalf. It was really good.
Wow.
You ate.
Well, if you guys want to get a pipe made by someone at our shop, you can have our Instagram or go to any 3 of our locations.
Or hit up our TikTok.
Once we get our shit together, you can buy them on our website.
Look, it's TheGlassmith.
Wow. 6th Street, right next to Ramen Tatsuya.
Speaking of TheGlassmith, what would we do if TheGlassmith got canceled?
Well, so like TheGlassmith or like a person of TheGlassmith?
Well,
Because like if TheGlassmith got canceled, I don't think anyone.
okay,
any of us
yeah,
would
yeah.
be here.
employed.
I'm talking more like Billy, okay? And I feel like we can go through certain scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it kind of just depends. Like, but what would we do at the end of the day if, like, a level... What's a good comparison for, like, somebody who's
Were you about to say
canceled?
level 3 cancellation?
No, like what level of cancel? Like, on a
Can
scale
Billy
of 1
come
to
back
10.
from?
Yeah,
what
like,
would I need to do? To
Yeah.
like, okay, and how
Oh.
fast would business drop?
yeah.
And would we still stick around?
Yeah, like what? Like you
Okay.
have so many of these people. There's literally like us, and then there's like 20 people sitting fucking back here that are just like here to support, you know. And
They're
it's
here
like,
for you, Billy.
what if you lost all the support of these
So
people?
what would it take?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the lowest common denominator? Like, all right, well, like, so what do you think is the bottom level of
Like
what it
the
would
least
take?
worst
yeah, like,
thing you could do.
yeah,
Okay.
like there's a lot of worse things. You know what I
Honestly,
mean?
if you cheated on your wife, I would be kind of mad at you, Billy. I would be pretty mad at you.
I'd keep working for you.
I would probably still keep working
Lowest
for you.
that's like
but,
the
lose
lowest.
a
But
little
like
respect.
in
That's
my
at the
mind,
bottom.
you would be canceled.
Like
Like I'd be like,
Captain
oh, I don't like
I would
Billy.
take their jobs and ask for more money if you cheated.
Yeah, no, I'd hit her up and I'd be like, hey, can I get a raise for $20 billion? I hate Billy now. And she'd be like, yes.
She'll be excited to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
on your
I
side,
could
don't worry.
still.
You would be on his side?
You'd be on the side.
Well, like I wouldn't like.
But
I
what
don't
is
think
the
he should
side?
cheat, but I'd
You know
keep
what I
working
mean?
for him.
Like how
Would
much
he- but,
leeway?
like, would
How
your
much leeway
perception
do
of
I
it-
get?
Well, like
None,
if we're
man.
What
saying,
am I
if
allowed?
we're
It'd be-
saying
like what is
cancel,
It would be even worse
allowable
if it was someone
by
we
me?
knew.
And then how quickly to like you know what I mean? Like so like internally. Wow. I don't know. I guess that's internally.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's more I feel like the way it would kind of have to be based is just individual perception of you and like how we would look at you cuz like we wouldn't be ride or die for Billy anymore. Like you know what I'm saying? Like would I want to come and sit and talk to you on a podcast couch for like 3 hours if like just knowing you cheated on your wife? Like no.
Huh.
I would and like have these discussions with you. Like we would read those Reddit posts.
Yes,
And we
they're
would be
basically
like
about you.
Billy. We'd be like Billy with his wife and his girlfriend. Like, it would cause
That's what
Yeah.
we should do next time.
So Billy, you wanted to debate a little something with us. Something you're pretty passionate about. I say you go into it. Yeah, get into it.
Get
All right, so
passionate.
passion is a little bit strong, but I'd like to start off by asking y'all about how you feel about Apple's bullying policies. Like the idea
Well-
that your blue dot is so important that you can't have green dots in your big conversations.
I don't want blue dots. I don't want
You don't
green
want
dots in
blue
my
dots.
green dots in my conversation in the little group chat.
Yeah.
They're
You
ruining
can't,
it.
you can't send the Apple games.
Yes.
We can't play cup pong. We can't FaceTime.
The emojis they send you, you don't.
I
see.
can't do an emoji where it's like me as a fucking shark talking and send you a voice message.
So you think that it's me? Like that it's
You're
like
the problem.
Yes.
Yes.
is it the phone
You're
or is it
too
the idea that
old-fashioned.
is it that Apple has extended more like do you think Apple did it on purpose?
Apple definitely wanted to be a lifestyle brand for sure.
They're the
like,
best.
Like all this stuff.
So they make it on purpose so that you can't send shit to me. I was looking this up today. I saw that Samsung has the same thing. So
Well-
any Android user can send really all the same shit to other Android users, but we can't use the same functionalities as we can with our Android to y'all. So we basically have the same dynamic, except there's more of y'all than
Can
there
you
is
send
us.
emojis?
Well, to Android you can't.
You can, you swear to me?
Wait, what is an emoji?
Where you
it's like
Is that
Well,
where you
no,
like?
I don't swear.
Oh, where it like
It's a
tracks
little
your
character.
face and it does
Like
the
a
character,
character.
let
like
me
the
hold
dragon
that,
or
Tanner.
whatever.
Yes.
I don't want to swear to you that you can, but I don't like. I would imagine there's Samsung features that
Very
I could
similar.
do with Samsung.
Like
people.
98% of features that you guys have, we have too, or not we. I guess I don't have an Android anymore.
Oh.
But like Android,
See, Kurt made the change.
no, wait,
Right
hang on.
answer.
I broke my phone. If this like had a better charger, I would be happy about having this phone. But like the name of this phone is iPhones are lame. Like iPhones
Dang.
suck. They're really like they take like 10 years to do anything any other phone does, and then when they do it, all of their fan base is so sucked into the phone that they're like, oh my god, we can scroll all the way to the side now and see all of the apps we have. Like what a revolutionary thing. But like that's been on Androids for like 10 years.
I just like how cohesive it is. It's good accessibility. I've got the Mac,
aesthetic.
the watch, and like all of it goes together. I'm not saying Samsung can't do that, but like I won't blindly follow Apple. I can see its like faults as well. It's got, I'll admit the new, what is it, the 15 just came out with more cameras, but I'd say Apple's overall better than Samsung because it's just.
Do you just think that, or you know that?
Well, I personally think that. I'm not like, oh, everyone immediately needs to know that, but I'm like, Apple's for sure. Like, it's
Because
easier.
what's your argument that you know that for sure that Android is
Yeah.
better than
It's
Apple?
You're setting a blanket statement like.
It's just that Apple people think that their Apple is so much better when really it's probably really close to the same thing.
Nah, but I think
it just has this network effect of being the most popular phone
I just feel like
amongst the wealthiest people.
It came out, and not only does Apple, like I know there's like Samsung fucking computers, laptops too, but it's just like Amaya said, cohesive. Like the aesthetic of it,
Do you
like
And
think-
they look nicer. You
That's
can't
what I'm
say
saying,
a
like,
Samsung
they
looks
just
better
look
than an Apple.
nicer.
Wait, you can say that though. They had 120 hertz frame screens
No, I'm
way
saying,
before
like,
Apple did.
Aesthetic,
Well,
like
like,
look.
No,
Nike
the
looks
whole
better
look of
than
it.
Adidas, right?
Not
And
like
let's
the
think about it this
visibility,
way.
like you're bright.
Like you
No,
go
no,
you
like,
go
what
to
it looked like
a
looks
store
better.
and they're always gonna have an Apple charger if you need one, or they're always gonna
They're
have
always
an
gonna
Apple
have an
phone
Android
case.
charger too, because everything else uses an Android charger.
But-
USB-C is universally used
And-
across like even vapes
But
now.
do all Androids have USB-C?
Now, yes.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, like if I would be shocked if you could find a phone made other than an iPhone in the past 2 years that doesn't have USB-C.
I think
I would-
aren't they making a new
unless
law about changing that too?
They did
Not in the
Apple,
US and
because
Europe,
Apple
though.
wants to have their shit on. They want to be proprietary to make it so that you have to have more stuff. Like every
And-
time you have to get a new Apple one
Or
rather than
raise
just getting a new
you.
one.
I was alone at the shop, minding my own little Apple business, chilling on my Mac. Billy walks in the shop and he's like, you know what, Maya, I gotta tell you something. Like, Samsung is just better. He comes in antagonizing me. So why are you coming like, oh, Apple energy
Well, like,
is bad?
look,
Nah,
it's
we're
like-
chill. We're over here just enjoying our little
Can you
products.
just-
I like my little
Literally.
thumbprint
Nah,
skin
but like,
on my
what about
Mac.
Quinn? Like Quinn's not in the group chat. Like he has like the newest Android and it's way cooler than either of y'all's phone. You can zoom in
Yeah,
from
my
like
phone's
no,
like
you
that.
can zoom in from like 300 feet away on a sign.
Have
and
you seen
read
the
it.
Samsung getting canceled? That's a good drawback. They're getting canceled for having fake Zoom.
Oh, to the moon.
Yes, to the moon.
Yeah.
See, Apple didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't put
We
cool
would
zoom in their
never lie.
phones instead. That
We
was
would never lie.
like
They
instead
lied
of
about
instead
the
of lying,
battery
they
thing.
just have
I'll
like
give them
okay
that.
cameras.
So, I personally am an Apple stock shareholder
Okay.
because I think that you will have an Apple for as long as you can, right? Like, so can you imagine yourself ever buying a phone that isn't an Apple?
I mean, I
could
can.
maybe Google Pixel. I'll give.
I like the ones that they fold in half.
The
My sister
Motorola
has one of those.
No, but like you would wait until Apple
So
comes
how-
out with one.
Nah,
You don't think so?
nah. Like I
You
thought
get
about.
none of
I
all your
literally
good
like.
off the Apple
Okay, so
network.
like my grandma buys my phone for me. Like that's just like how she helps me, And every time like she just gets us these. But like there have been times where she's like, I think I'm gonna get us an Android, and I'm like, get us the little flip phone one, and she just doesn't because even my grandma, my 74-year-old grandma, thinks Apple's better.
She's exactly grandma.
Well, that's 'cause they're just
approved.
sucked in.
Grandma
approved.
approved.
So what would a phone need to do to prove?
I mean,
Like to make the
Simple.
switch over?
I feel like simple interface, easy to use, cohesive. Like I think the problem with Androids is there was just too many at once. Like none of them ever really stood out. Does that make sense? Like I don't know if I'm like saying that the way that I
Yeah.
want to.
And
Like
they
since
don't-
it's
but
open
it's
source.
like
They
yeah,
don't
because like whenever I
access
grew
the
up,
people.
I like that's what I'm saying. Like Androids had like different chargers. They all had like different chargers, and like I didn't know like specific
Yeah.
Android brands. Like I just know it as like Android. You know. Because like I feel like when we were growing up and like Apple was like introduced to the game, there was a lot of different options. Like what was big, like BlackBerry. Like I feel like you probably had a BlackBerry.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
held
You
off
had a
hard.
flip phone until-
until I had a smartphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have an
yeah.
Nokia?
Well, so like if we look at all this
Probably.
shit, like Johnny, if you go up to Mac real quick, right? So like yeah.
Do they have Android TV?
And I just
Yes.
like the little
Do they
announcements
really?
that they
Just
have.
click
You
on-
know how
no,
Apple does
no.
the announcements
Click
of
on,
all
like,
the
any
stuff
of
they're coming
the
out with? When does
history.
Samsung do that? You
I
gotta
think
give
they do
their.
that,
Hey,
but
they
it's
try.
just not as
They
good.
Yeah,
try.
they try. It's just not as good. I think Apple does something different to like access the people.
That's
you have
why.
to give
Hey,
it
that's
them.
why I buy in. I guess the
So
reason I
at
don't.
heart, you
the
kind of
reason-
do like Apple if you're gonna make money from it. Like as a
Well,
capitalist,
because
you
I
like that
believe
aspect.
in the I use both y'all's answers surprised me. Like I kind of think you're stuck with Apple forever.
Really?
Like I don't think you can get out.
Like, okay,
even
we
if you
don't.
want to, you're
If
gonna
you don't
go.
fuck with
It's an
Apple
addiction.
Music, so
They're
it's
gonna
not like
no,
we're
they're
down
gonna
bad.
start talking to you about this and that, and they're gonna be like,
Okay,
"Oh shit,
well-
it's gonna be this hard to change over," and then you're gonna look at your blue dot, green dot, and you're like, "Fuck that."
I feel like it's kind of,
That's why. That's
It's
what
hard
convinces me to
because
keep.
I've had an Android
as far as the
before.
stock to invest in.
you know what I'm saying? Like the first phone I ever had was an Android phone, and I feel like that's how most people start out. But you just want an iPhone because like it
Because
was just,
everyone else has it.
no, because it was just like better. Like
No,
it just-
No.
I'm not
it's
gonna
the-
deny that
better
there's like a
quality.
relatability
It's-
aspect.
Yeah.
It's
No, and
nice
it's
to
what
like
you
Apple
said,
Pay
the
and
blue
know that I'm
message.
that bitch.
Like
but-
if you have an Android, like if you switch to an Android right now, you're no longer in the group chat. You no longer get to send the emojis. You no longer get to like messages. You no longer get to have like group chats with fun names. You don't get to add pictures to your group chats.
yeah, so why would
like-
I want an Android?
That's
That's
his point.
why
That's what he
I-
said.
that's
You'll
why I
never,
keep buying.
you'll
That's-
never switch.
That's why I keep buying it.
And like if you
It's
bought
one
an
of the things
Android
I'm
right now,
worried
you
about.
lose a
So
lot of
yeah,
functionality on your watch.
exactly.
I don't know.
So
Have,
Like,
you,
you'll never
have
switch.
you seen those TikTok videos of like people and they get rid of their touchscreen phones and they just go with their friends and get flip phones? I would
Use
low
it
key
for
be
the
down
summer.
for something like that. I hate fucking texting, but it's hard because it's like things like this are so intertwined into our life now. Like it's
You're
almost
used to
impossible to not have a phone, and I feel like having a phone that it's not even like I'm like I need it because everybody else has it, but it's like a phone that the interface does work with like almost the majority of the population. You know what I'm
The
saying?
majority of the population doesn't have iPhones.
Well, in her day to day.
half of America has iPhone. The
Yeah.
upper half of America has iPhone.
Yeah.
And I started with a
but
BlackBerry.
only
so, like, I can-
15% of the world.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see
I just
myself.
wow, I don't know. No, keep going.
The most I could change to is maybe like a Samsung, because my parents have Samsung. So
Really?
it's like, yeah, my parents did the change from Apple to Samsung, and they
Why?
hate it.
They're gonna switch back.
Yeah, I'm not, and I swear I'm not just saying that for like, oh, like to be on my side. But they do. They still have both Samsungs, and my mom, she just switched to I think the 14, just because she like missed FaceTime. So I mean, honestly, we did give her a hard time about that. So there's like a, what's the word?
a
When you-
disconnect.
Yeah, like where you want to be in, like into the group, like
Yeah,
Kurt was
bullying.
saying. Bullying.
Oh, some
Okay,
sort of
not
some type
bullying.
of pressuring is happening.
But it's not even like pressure. Like
on a social,
like
on
I
a
guess
social
like
and
yeah,
corporate.
when you're
From
in,
an
like,
outside
middle
I guess
perspective,
school,
my
I can
argument
see
is
that.
on a social
but
and
I think
corporate
about
level.
it, and like when I was in middle school, like we didn't make fun of people for not having iPhones.
Oh shit, I did.
No, people
Like,
did for sure.
no,
like people get made fun of. For
Maybe
being
I'm just
poor
like a
or
good
not.
person. Like I didn't make fun of people in middle
No,
school.
some-
Actually,
Someone in my math class, their
Did
Android
not.
dropped on the ground
You were
and the
the one getting
battery
made
came
fun of,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Android.
exactly.
I shit on them for weeks about that shit. Especially like, cause he was like trying to put the phone back together. I was like, you might as well not even pick it up at that point.
Huh.
So I have to.
There
admit,
were
I
some
was
cool
bullied.
Androids though. Like there was the
Can
Was
you pull
it-
up the flip phone one for me, Johnny?
like the Motorola Z Fold or whatever.
Billy's credit card.
Do y'all have interest in the headset?
In a
Oh,
what?
the Vision.
In the Apple
The
headset?
Vision.
No,
sick
I could
as
never
fuck.
afford that.
No, but like as a concept, like it's sick as fuck.
Yeah, like when
It's
price
too-
comes down
it's
to
too,
the price of your other devices, you'll get one.
No, it's giving.
Yes.
What's that? Black Mirror.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's
I don't
weird.
think so.
No, it's so cool because like so like it
I kind of
sucks.
want an Oculus.
No,
Why
this is
do you
cooler
want
than Oculus though.
rather than the Apple?
Because I can play Beat Saber on an Oculus. Have you ever played Beat Saber?
But Apple, you
My
can't do
brother
that
has
on
an
the Apple.
Oculus.
I don't know
I'm
yet. We don't know
You're
yet.
like
No,
fucking
I'll-
going
Hey, can I
crazy.
just
use
use
it
so
in a
like
couple
Windows came out.
I don't know if it
theirs
still has
was
the games
mixed
on it.
reality.
We'll
Mixed
get,
it up,
we'll
but
get it on
that'd
our
be
own.
nice.
Yeah.
We're
But we
making
just
Oculus
can't
plan.
all four be talking. at
Yeah,
the same
I'm
time.
sorry. I'm sorry. Keep going.
But like so like when the mixed reality came out, which is Windows virtual reality headset, like you couldn't play Beat Saber on it at first, but at some point you could. And so it's kind of just up to Apple to both make it to where you can plug it into a device and also make it to where like developers can actually make things to work for it. That being said, Apple fucking sucks at that. Like that's their worst thing is like they don't want anyone else to be compatible with their stuff. So like if you want to play Beat Saber with it, like you probably won't be able to, but not because
but they'll have
like
their own version of Beat Saber.
maybe.
A little off-brand version.
But then the cool thing about it versus any other headset is that like with it, like let's say you go on an airplane with it, because that's one of the use cases. Is like you plug your little battery in, which kind of sucks, and then you go on the airplane. The screen's black on the front. Like there's a screen on the front, and it's black. But then as soon as someone's like you're like trying to look out, like you like turn off the screen and you're looking through it, it shows your eyes so that people know that you're now looking out. Which means that there's no situation where like you're looking out into the outside world and no one knows. And so like from a creepiness standpoint, like it's not like you can just like sit there and watch people and like people think you're not watching.
I didn't even know that was a feature that you could like watch
in the Apple
from
one.
outside.
Yeah, but
The
like
Oculus will let you look through because my
Yep.
brother has it, and it since it's like all white, it's like plastic. No one will know.
No one knows, which is really creepy. But the Oculus is also different. Oculus is meant to be used in your living room, and like this is kind of meant to be taken places. The other thing I heard was really cool about it is like you can like it has like really good depth sensors, and so like when I'm looking at the screen, I can do like this with my fingers, and it can tell what I'm trying to like click on the screen like that I'm looking at.
I saw that for the little face time feature. I think I would try it, but I don't think I would get one.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't know. It's just not something I'm really bad about investing in expensive things like that too, because I'm like I'm not gonna use them.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Do you
So
think
Like
you'll
what about
see
when
him
there's
in
like
class?
layers, like tiers
Huh?
of it?
You
Wait.
think you'll see him in class?
No. Well,
It's UT, man.
I mean,
Well, like not
I
right
could
away.
definitely see it like in my major too though, but like in like radio, television, and film, we're always talking about like media. You know what I'm saying? So
New
I don't
place
know.
to watch shows.
Yeah, like it's definitely gonna be a conversation.
Well, that'd be weird to
Because
watch
even
shows
when
in that.
even when ChatGPT like really like started being prevalent in the media, like we were talking about that in my classes because of how it's gonna like affect.
Well, and there's writing classes now where like they make you write an essay using ChatGPT,
Yeah.
which
At
is pretty
UT?
cool. I don't know about UT,
No.
but I know like people at ACC that have had to do it.
Okay, so something interesting I saw. This is a little bit off topic, but I just
You
like
can't go off topic.
I just wanted
No,
to
it's
say this.
hard.
One of like UT's top journalism professors was getting hired on by A&M to like revolve their journalism program, and she got treated so horribly by the staff that like she said no, and like is working for UT again. Like
Really?
she was supposed to start like this next semester, and like they had like announced it, like you know what I'm saying, like it's a big deal to have like she's like I don't know, she's done some like famous shit. I don't know, I didn't read too much into it, but yeah, it like they were like I think they were like homophobic, or let me look it up.
These are really, really big things.
Yeah, that's
to
what
say
I'm
without
gonna
knowing.
say. But I think it's because it was something about how she's been like vocal about like the queer community or something, like in
I could
her
see it.
in her
A&M's a woman.
journalism, and like certain administrators were talking about like how they didn't want her to work there, and
Yeah.
she heard about it.
We'll give this another. Exactly. Samsung has a worse shopping experience.
If you want to buy
Boo.
a phone, if you want to buy a phone, check it out. Like you got to go over here to shop. All right. Once you click on shop, then you find a little tiny one that says phones, and then only
Wait,
after that,
What do you guys have to say
hang on,
about that?
the phones button on iPhone is just as small.
well, I just made a bag on my iPhone that was $300,000 real quick.
Look how small the buttons are. They're
Okay.
also
Or
small.
iPad, iPhone, watch.
Wait. I found it. It says, in the days after the signing ceremony, she said A&M employees told her an increasingly vocal network of constituents within the system were expressing issues with her experience at the Times, like the New York Times, and with her work on race and diversity in newsrooms. So not
Damn.
homophobic, but like
so she
they
got,
were
like,
being like
canceled the-
racist.
But
She got
diversity
canceled the
too.
other
That
way.
Yeah,
opens
she
up
got,
a
like-
whole shit ton.
Yeah, she got canceled. Like usually we think of like
But in, like-
left-leaning people, but she got canceled by conservatives.
I guess so.
But
they,
They were
be
like-
canceled
they were
for
like
they were
diversity.
trying to hire her.
Inclusion?
Well, that's why I think,
They were trying to hire her
hard.
to literally revive their journalism program, but it's like, why do you think it's dying?
Exactly.
Because
not
like
making
if
inclusive.
you're limiting people and you're like, well, you can't talk about race and diversity. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to expand? I just thought that was crazy. I saw it the other day. We were talking about getting canceled, and I just thought about that.
No, and I will admit I don't like Apple Music. That's not good.
I don't like Apple Music
We're
either.
Spotify people. So Apple Music, Apple doesn't do that well. I don't know what like the Samsung equivalent is. Do they have Samsung Music?
I think so.
I don't know. I use.
I call it
Spotify.
Spotify.
See, at least we can all agree on that.
No, but that's the thing about Androids is like so like Apple only wants you to use like certain apps. Like
Yeah.
they're really restrictive with their like what apps are allowed on their app store. Whereas on almost every Android and maybe every Android, I just wouldn't quote me on that. You can download apps from the internet. Like you can download other app stores. You can like there's no real like they have their apps they want you to use, but at the end of the day, they're kind of like.
And
Like, do what you
Google
wanna
makes
do.
you not. Google makes you not download certain apps. They're like I was trying to do a YouTube downloader, and you have to pay YouTube to download YouTube. So
Dang.
there's no longer
Oh,
the
really, YouTube
availability to go around YouTube
Well, you can do
to
YouTube
download.
MP4 still.
But that's a website. It's not an app, no.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say like Apple really needs to like improve in a lot of places, and even Samsung like make it more.
But like I think that's the difference is like when a new Android. Well, maybe I'm wrong on this. When a new Android comes out and like let's say Samsung is the company. When a new Samsung phone comes out, like I think that there's a lot of people who don't upgrade to it. Whereas like right now I have an iPhone XR. When the new iPhone comes out, if there's $1,000 version of it and it doesn't have USB-C, and there's a $1,300 version of it and it has USB-C, I care enough about USB-C to upgrade to the $1,300 version, even if that's the only difference. Because that's that's what I don't like. Like that's my biggest complaint with this phone. There's a lot of Apple users who, not because of USB-C, but because it's $1,300, are gonna buy the $1,300 version.
Yeah, just so they know they have
But
the newest,
nicest thing, which is where like everyone's sucked in. Like there's no like thought about it. It's like new product. Like for me, I know in September, maybe October, they're gonna do a keynote, and when that keynote comes out, they're gonna sell a ton of iPhones.
Yeah.
And not because of any of the new features.
Yeah, just because like people like that hype. It's like something new to consume, like the supply and demand. And I've never needed like the newest iPhone. I think this is the 12. But like that was just a Christmas present. I was really content with the 8 for a long time, especially like with the little.
I feel like I never really
No, it
want
sucks they
like,
got
the
rid of
newest
that.
thing
Exactly, that
until
actually
mine is like I just want one when my phone breaks.
Yeah, you
like
run it
that's
into
when
the
I'm
dirt.
like, yeah.
I've
never been able to like afford going and
Exactly,
getting the
just
newest
like, yes,
one.
that's
I've
one of
always
the-
been behind.
The other cool features of iPhones though is that like Androids get updated for 2 years. Like after 2 years, you don't get the new update. Maybe
Yeah.
3. And then like I think OnePlus and maybe Huawei do longer, but like all of them like
I didn't
Google,
know that.
Apple,
That does suck.
Yeah. And whereas
So
these you get like 6 years.
only have an Android phone for 2 years,
Well, like, you can keep it, but like you're not
it won't
getting.
get an update.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the other thing is like when Apple comes out with a new version, all iPhones get it. Like or
Yeah.
all iPhones that are compatible with it get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
When,
nice. The
when
little upload
Google
receipt.
comes out with a new Android, they get like the Pixel will get it first, and then once Samsung makes their UI of that, then Samsung's would get it, and once OnePlus makes their like everyone has to make their version of
I didn't know
the new
that.
Android because it's like all based off
Did
of
you know
one.
that? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It is crazy. That does suck. Like I would be upset about that. But I'm also really bad about updating my phone. Like I don't have some of the
and
new
backing
emojis.
it up, I will admit
Yes.
Apple's really bad with the backup
How
to the
is
cloud.
Android with space? Like having storage on your phone.
Oh, you just
'Cause,
gotta
like-
buy it.
Like, okay.
Well, like same with these.
It's like monthly?
Like you can get you can get a 64 gigabyte phone, but like you can get a phone with a terabyte of storage in it now. And then like same
That's
thing with
crazy,
storage.
right? Do y'all remember when like the iPhone 4 came out? And I just remember the highest you could get was like 24 gigabytes or something. And that's like the lowest you can get now. Like, that's crazy to me. Okay, guys, this has been the end of our 4th episode of the Glassmith podcast, number 4. Make sure to go check out our Instagram in the following days after this has been posted because we're going to be giving this away to one of our lucky followers. The details on how to enter will be on the caption on the Instagram post as well as in the description of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow our social medias on Instagram at TheGlassmith or at TheGlassmithBilly, Billy Marsden. And then you can also find us on TikTok and Facebook. On TikTok, we're at TheGlassmithATX. I've been Tanna. This has been Billy, Kurt, and Amaya. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Welcome, friends.